Good morning. I've got the entire Crocs crew here with me today. We're just here at the garage today. We're going to be doing a little bit of working on the trucks. Jace, we're going to do an add-a-leaf on the back of his truck with the tent. It just kind of sags a little more than what he wanted, and he's not getting the full amount of droop that he's looking to get. And then on Michael's Lexus, we are going to do CVBoots. Yay, dirty.
Get all good and greasy.
That's right. We'll try and get as much video as we can of, hey, this is how you take things apart. This is where it's at. Here's how you get the CVBoots out of here, and here's how you get the grease out of your hair. And don't ask me how I got it in my hair. And Michael, well, Michael,
I don't have a lot of hair.
Doesn't have a lot of hair. The add-a-leaf in the back, you just kind of take the tires off, and you can almost throw the leaf at the truck, and it'll install itself. But we'll get you some video, and we're gonna get to work. Thank you.
Wait, hold on.
Or if there's that, see? Jay's my man. All right, so we've got the tires off of both of the trucks. Okay, so with an add-a-leaf system, you have all of these different leaves that comprise the spring pack. And each one of these is designed to hold X amount of weight. These down at the bottom that are super short, and you can see they kind of don't contact the rest of the system, these are overload springs. So when you put enough of it in there and this flattens out, it contacts these, and now you get extra spring force. So what we're doing to give extra lift out of the whole pack, we're gonna add one extra leaf into this stack. So you can see here, this is the, look, that's Ironman, and it's all pretty.
Right in there.
So that's gonna go under there. Underneath the, this would be the jounce bumper. Underneath here, there's a pin that goes through this entire leaf stack that keeps everything centered, and it keeps all of this aligned. And then the pin actually goes down into the axle, kind of where you see my finger here. So what we need to do is we need to take these U-bolts off so that we can release the axle from the spring pack, and that will also stretch this out, because at the moment the vehicle's being held up by the axle. So typically this spring pack is going to have a lot more curve to it. So we'll get that out of there. We've got jack stands supporting the frame, so this axle can kind of fall down out of the vehicle. In fact, we might want to jack it up, if we can, a little further and get another couple clicks out of these jack stands, just to make sure we can droop this down far enough. And then we're going to add that add-a-leaf into this pack here. So we'll go ahead and get started on that. The question of the second here is...
These U-bolts don't look like they have much.
Well, okay, so those U-bolts don't have much extra. So we'll go ahead and get started on that. We'll want to pull the shocks off of their mounts on the lower mount here. And then I would also release, like, I would take this pin that you've got here that's holding those brakes, the brake lines. I would take that bolt out so that the brake lines can kind of operate free. Yeah. It just gives the axle a little bit more room to droop. So on Michael's rig, look, it's nasty, it's greasy and it's dirty. Poor Adam had to work on this. All right, so we're all familiar with this, right? Super greasy, nasty, yucky. I don't know if you could, there it is, it's all up in here. Look at that, right here, right there. Nasty, yucky. So what we're gonna do on this one, and we'll kind of have to, as we go along, I don't know if I'm exactly an expert on this, but we're gonna have to remove the entire axle shaft here. We're gonna actually pull it all the way out. So we're gonna wanna disconnect the sway bar so that allows everything to kind of move around a little bit more. We're gonna wanna disconnect the upper control arm from the spindle here. In fact, the sway bar, we can probably pull this one out to get this out of the way. And at that point, we can pop this cap off here, and there's a bolt in back here that holds the axle, and you take that out. And then this whole assembly should be able to flop far enough forward that we can then pull the axle out. Sometimes you actually have to disconnect the tie rod here at the knuckle to get that much clearance. But we'll get working on it, and we'll see how we do. Wish us luck.
Oh no! That's all right. Look, dude, I
That's it. Yeah.
this stuff over the other weekend.
That guy drove over it. That guy, right there. That guy. Whew, it's bright out here. It's a warm day here in South Carolina, y'all.
Yeah.
All right. So now that the shock absorber is removed and the axle can actually droop out, you can see how the axle is, let me zoom in for you there. The axle is no longer in contact with the springs, and you can see, this is really hard to do with this whole tripod thing. You can see there that center bolt. That's what we're working on right now. You want to take that center bolt out so that we can add the new spring in. And at the moment, that center bolt is also capturing those two bottom overload leaves. So it's kind of holding them in place, and Jay's learning how to use vice grips. It's badass. So as you do this, there's a reasonable chance when it gets to the end of the threads, it's going to go boing.
Yeah.
So just, you know, don't like lay your teeth on the spring or something like that, because it may jump out at you. So you can actually see there should be air gaps now in between those springs. Like
Yeah,
all the, no, up here. Like I'll bet you you're getting clearance in here.
Just a little bit, yep.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's just coming right out though, so.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Boom.
Just like that.
All right, so this rear clamp may be in your way at this point.
I gotta take this nut off. You sure?
Careful not to scratch your bumper. There it is.
So you can't get it threaded on the low stud there.
Looks what?
I was gonna say if it doesn't come out, you can thread it on that stud. Low.
Oh, it's out.
The bottom bolts are all I need to get off of the spindle. From what I was.
Ow.
Hey, there's a fender right there.
Fucking fenders.
Right there, the black.
All right.
I had to end up having to take the
I'll take the bolt out so it'll come down further.
The pin was so long, but look, the pin's in the center, and all you have to do is line it up, lower the truck.
All right, well, it just turned off again.
Oh no. Can you help carry your hair real quick?
Yeah. Just trying to put this thing somewhere it can cool off. Okay, so unfortunately I don't have my microphone because we're just doing this real quick. So hopefully you can hear me. We're at Loud Garage, fans and the whole thing. Update where we're at. We have here a U-bolt that is goobered up.
Big time.
We kind of knew this was a possibility going in. I really kind of hoped it wouldn't happen, but you can see that the threads here on the end of this are all galled up, and we're not going to be able to use that. So now we have to go.
Find one.
We got to go search something out. And for whatever reason, this is a really difficult piece to find. I tried to find them when I had my bulldozer back in the day, and I needed some, and he had no, so I just had to order them. So we'll see what we can find. This is the mess that Michael has made.
Yep.
How you coming on that, Michael?
Slow but sure.
Slow but sure. It's coming right along. Everything working out?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna run to the auto parts store. So you keep on keeping on with what you got there.
Always.
Just keep on being sexy, and we'll see you in a minute.
Yes, sir. Is this still plugged in?
Okay. So we found. Oh God, I'm falling down. Why is it when Jay's around I fall down? Hi. Okay, so we found a U-bolt, and it is not the right size,
It's close
but it's
enough.
real close. So
It'll work for temporary.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put this together with that. We're gonna have to cut it down a little bit once it's in, and he'll just get the correct Ironman ones ordered up, so it's got the pretty little blue paint or rubber coat, whatever it is.
Well, I don't know if that's... I'll order some U-bolts. I might not go through Ironman, but we'll see.
So we're going to get this together, and I think we're going to take a little bit more precaution taking apart the other side to make sure that, although this bolt might have been screwed up already.
I think we need to get some of those, we have like a little wire brush or something like that to kind of scrape out some of the dirt on these. On this one, so that way this one doesn't get ruined.
Yeah, you can see the gooberage there.
Oh, sorry.
See? Dirty.
Dirty,
Nobody likes
dirty.
dirty bird. We're continuing on. We're soldiering. Okay, status update. We have the Tacoma put back together. It looks great, but it's hard to see. The rain has come, right? It's raining like crazy out here right now. So we're happy to not be laying underneath Jay's Tacoma while it's raining.
No, it's not.
The new U-bolt that we found it was kind of a tough fit, but it went in there. Turns out the other U-bolts that Ironman says, oh yeah, that'll fit no problem.
They don't fit.
Not real happy with the way they fit. So if you have Ironman spring packs on the back of your Tacoma and you're going to add an leaf, get longer U-bolts. So I think Jay is going to order up some different U-bolts and he'll get that put together. You kind of don't need to see that. I wish I could show you how good the truck looks right now.
It's good.
It was raining like crazy. Maybe I can just get you a quick little, like, there's more room. You can't really see anything. Can't see nothing, but we're happy. So, that's good. Michael's situation, not quite as good. He is not enjoying putting together CVBoots, making a damn mess. Been having lots of troubles with the clamps. You can see one clamp sitting there just kind of floating around in the middle of nowhere, and it's broken. Special tools that are required to put this stuff together, and it's just not working well. So let's see if I can sneak in here. At the moment, he's just kind of trying to get everything put back in so that the vehicle is drivable. I don't know if you can see it on there, but we now have a zip tie holding a boot on.
Yes.
Confidence level that zip tie is going to hold, I'm at 2. Where are you at? I got 2%.
I'll go
5. Michael's going 5. I'm going 2. Jay doesn't get a vote. But yeah, that's where we're at. So we're trying to kind of get this cobbled back together. My vote was I think we should try and locate locally some worm drive clamps, like basically oversized hose clamps. I think you need like a 4-inch or a 5-inch for the one bellow, and then you need probably a 2-inch on the other.
No, the inners I'm fine with. The inners are good. It's the
Okay.
outer clamps that really issue, though.
He's happy with the inners. We just need the outers. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll get some ordered up off of Amazon. We're gonna keep working on this, and we'll figure out what to do. I'll get you another update in a bit. I don't know. Pay for a mechanic. Don't ever do stuff on your own. It's not worth it.